Okay, you'll have to keep in mind your mirrors on this. But if you'll pay attention right now, pay attention to the mirrors, then you'll see what I'm saying here. Um, all this will be hidden later, but just to show you what to look for under each one of these now has their own pattern. The patterns are separated out. Here's one of them. Here's another one with the triple zeros, the nines, this diagonal this way, and then the up and downs, and finally the four corners, and then the top two sides where they'll make patterns. If you want to restart a book, you can make a copy of this and then push this button, and it will clear off all these and get them set. And it will also go through and set this macro that clears off all the patterns that's already, and get you ready to put your new draws in. Once you get say the last two draws of the month from the pick 3 put in, which will go here, go to July, well, this will be actually for August. Press this button, and that will set all the cubes, all the patterns up all the way across. Okay, it's picking here, and this is just temporary, but it's doing fairly well right now. It's usually around a little better than 20 games a month that this first guess is correct, either in standard form or the mirror. The mirror will be over here, and standard form will be here. So there's the 4 and the 4, the 7 for the mirror here. Okay, it's doing a little bit better on the pick 4 right now than it is the 3, because I figure I'll start with the most number game and then work my way down to the pick 3 with less numbers. You can see this 4 right here, let you know that it's highlighting the winning numbers for the pick 4. 2842 were the winning numbers. You can see that it's setting out the patterns for the 2842. The mirrors will be in the lime green, dark green will be your winners. Press this button, it will change all your patterns to highlight for the pick 3 winning numbers, which were 7 and 8. You'll notice about every game that you'll have one number that carries over to the pick 4 game, and it'll either be in regular form, like here with the 8s, or you had the 4 and the 7 here, which are numeric mirrors. You can see that each one, if there's no pattern, you won't see anything on that one. But you can see that it's switched over here. You're still showing 3. Doesn't matter where you press it at, it'll switch over where you can look at each one separately if you need to. Your winning numbers will always be shown at the top for each game. Pick 4, pick 3, with the picks that it's making for you for each one, the 3 and the 4. And I'm going to leave it on 4. Okay, if you'll come under the last pattern 7 and look, you'll see that from here to here is all subtracted or negative sums. The right side from here to here is all positive, or added sums. That means that you can see the 9 and 3 is 12, which equals 3. 5 and 3 is 8. 5 minus 2 is 3, and 9 minus 3 is 6. 9 minus 2 is 7, and that's how this works. Okay, so looking at this section here, this pattern, you have two 2's that are in the negative side and a sum of 2 that's in the positive side, and your 2 was drawn in the pick 4. There's your 1 and your 7. 1 in the negative side, 7 in the positive side. There's your 1, there's your 7. Okay, we'll keep going down. You'll see here that you've got 3 over 4 and 3 over 4. So I know to look right now for 1 or 2 as a hit, and I can come over here and I can see the 1's and the 7's. So I know that 1 or 2 or 4 and 7 is going to be a hit. So right now I know that 1 and 2, 4 and 7 to look for. Here I've got it showing here 7 and 7. 4 being the mirror, so I know to look for the 3 or the 8 now. 3 or 8. There's your 8. So this thing, it's going to link. So I know the 2, the 1 and the 2 is going to be one spot. Then I carry over to here. So I know now the 1, 2, and the 7 or the 4 is going to be a spot. Here I'm attached with the 3. So I now know that the 3 or the 8 is going to be a spot. And this thing will link all the way down. So right there is 3 of my positions linked together. The 2 still linked over here again with the 7's. The 4 is showing prominent. So now I know to look for 1 or 2 as a position, 3 or 8 as a position, and 4 or 7 as a position. So if I scroll back up and I look, I can see right here that I have 2, 8, and 4 all linked together. There's 4, 2, and 2 linked together. So 4, 2, 8, 8, 2. That's in a pattern. The 4, 2, 2 is in a pattern. And you have to remember that this thing diagonal here or diagonal here. So 4, 2, 2, 8. Or I could start here and go 2, 2, 7, which would be my 4, my 3, and the 8. Now while the 3 is showing as a pattern here, we're actually touching here. So right there is your winning numbers for the pick 4. Go down to here, you got your 4's and your 8 touching. So that lets me know the 4 and the 8. Here we've got the 4's touching with the 8 again. 4 and 8. 2 and 4 here. So 2, 4, 8. And here we've got 8, 4, 2, 2. There's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. Scroll back over till we can find another one with a pattern. Here you have your numbers set together very nicely. 2, 4, 2, 8. 2, 8, 4, 2. Same thing with this one. You notice that you don't see the 1's and the 3's connected here, or the 7. You're actually seeing the numbers. Same thing down here, except you are seeing it here, but you're seeing it more dominant on these other ones. You're seeing a mirror of it here, but more dominant here. More dominant here. I'll fix it where we can see both at the same time. This will be patterns 1 and 2, and I'm pointing at the screen like you can see me. Alrighty, yeah, it is 4 o'clock in the morning. Here and here, you're seeing the 4 and the 2's connected. There's your 8 showing perfectly. Your mirror's over here. Same pattern again here. The 228 with the 4 here, and the 224, but the 8's not touching. Here you can see it nicely. 4-2, 4-2, 4-8, 2-4, 8-2. So your numbers are showing up in these patterns. The next draw comes in after the first is drawn. Put your numbers in here, put your numbers in here, go to game 2, set all cubes, let it run through its thing, see what it picks. If that don't set you up right, you don't like what that's showing according to your patterns, you can go here. Say we think that a 7's going to be the number. Just put a 7 in here and it'll change it up here for you. You can do all 4 of these positions. And it will go through and it'll highlight. Those numbers will be in blue. The dark blue will be your regular guess, and then there'll be a lighter blue that will be the mirror of that number. Just make sure to clear these out, and that'll set you back to where it's picking automatically. And that's it for now.